All right, what's up, everybody? Just got out of work. Thought I'd do just a quick stream, kind of checking things out before really the big show. Sanjib is here. Brian, welcome. Daniel. Ben, what's going on? Flat Smack. Nancy, we'll get started in a minute. I was able to escape the office for a moment, so TD, Happy New Year. Mondays has found your channel earlier this year. After my trip to New York, really enjoyed the content. Looking forward to more of it in 2025. Well, sounds good. I'm glad you enjoyed your trip to New York, and I'm glad you've been enjoying the live streams. This has been a real blast, honestly. It's been a real fun time. So thank you, Monday. Appreciate it. Drew is here. We're right outside the GM building, Plaza Hotel, Billionaires Row. Brian, what's going on? This place is actually pretty good too. I'll quickly turn around. This place is called Liberty Bagels. There's a few locations throughout the city, but it's not bad. It's actually really good. But I would recommend ordering it online and picking it up because the lines are crazy long inside. Alan, what's going on? Welcome back to New York. It's really a beautiful day too, but I think it's going to be raining quite heavily. I think it's supposed to rain right as they start to do the ball drop too, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Not complaining about the weather. It's pretty warm. It feels like it's 50 degrees out. Hey, what's up, Cosmo? Good to see you. I see Dan Loki is here. He's Happy New Year, Tom, and chat from the UK. What's going on? Yeah, I was watching as Seoul, South Korea, was ringing in the new year, which was cool. Cosmo Scary, what's going on? Happy New Year to you and your family. Hopefully you guys had a really good holiday. All right. I'm going to put you guys down for a second, and we'll go ahead and get started. 48 is here. Keith, what's up, everybody? Beautiful blue sky, clouds. No complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. All right, Shadows here. What's going on? Alan says, I can't imagine standing in Times Square for 12 hours or more without using the bathroom. Well, I mean, that's what a lot of people are going to do. This is the GM building here. Seems to be a lot of people out enjoying the day. Apple Store is absolutely packed. Market's set to close here in about, an hour or so. A little bit of a sell-off. I think it'll start to accelerate that sell-off come the first week of the new year. But anyway, we'll talk about that after New Year's Eve. Today we'll just kind of hang out. But welcome to Fifth Avenue, everybody. Before we get started, we'll just do the audio and visual check. So if you guys can hear us, and if we're streaming in 1080p, just go ahead and leave a thumbs up in the audience and we'll go ahead and get started. Marty K is here. Happy almost 2025. Anybody have any interesting plans for New Year's Eve? Anybody doing anything fun? And we'll head down to the Times Square area. Don WV, what's up, Don? Thanks for watching. Glad you're enjoying the one and only New York City. Here's this vodka Cybertruck. That's a really good branding idea, isn't it? Pops is watching Penn State. Sunshine after rain. What's going on? It looks like we're good, so we'll go ahead and get started. Anderson is here. Says happy 2025 from Brazil. Anderson, cheers to you, my friend. It's been a really, really good year, so I'm sure you've had a good year as well. So congrats on that, and let's hope 2025 is even better than 2024. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Walks on Wall Street. We're just going to be doing a short stream to kind of check things out here as the city gets ready to ring in the new year for 2025. The city's not too crowded yet, not too crazy yet, but it will be getting there nonetheless. I was in the office a little bit earlier. I was watching some of my old archived investment videos that I've kind of saved over the years. There was a really, really good one I was watching with Dan Loeb, founder at Third Point. Maybe I'll link it in the chat, but that's a really interesting story how he started that hedge fund. Obviously, he used to work at Jefferies, which is a very well-regarded boutique investment bank, very close to where I work. So check it out. He's a really interesting guy to study, really smart guy. Dan S. Loeb. Really big into private credit, things like that. Well, we're now standing outside of the Sherry Netherland Hotel. And we're looking at the beautiful Plaza Hotel as well as Steinway Tower, which is the skinniest residential apartment building in the entire world. And here's that famous clock right outside the Sherry Netherland as well. One of my favorite books, as always, is Reminiscences of a Stock Operator, based on the life. You can just see the architectural detail in there. Everything is really, really beautiful. If you get an opportunity to stay here, definitely do. All right, let's make a right and then try to head down maybe 8th Avenue or something like that. Blue Bean, what's going on? Yeah, let's cross over. I think we're going to be buffering a little bit. Crypto Mean, what's up? Good to see you. A little bit of a downsized move in Bitcoin too. We're sitting below the 50-day. Sean Alexander says if I had a penny for every time Tom mentioned Jesse Livermore, yeah, you'd probably be a multimillionaire for sure. It is a great book. I can't stress enough how valuable that book is. That's why I constantly hammer on it. It's so valuable. You know, you could get it on Amazon, even used. You can get Reminiscences of a Stock Operator for like $3. And over your investment career, that'll probably be the best ROI, you know. Hey, Jen Claus, what's going on? Simon's Diamond Soul, Happy New Year to you. Trust you're doing well. Hopefully you had a wonderful holiday season with the family. I'm not too sure. Says Tom, are rooms in Times Square available to rent? For tonight, probably not. I think they sell out many, many months in advance. And there's also less supply on the market this year due to the, migrant situation and stuff like that. So hotel prices are really crazy in the city. I think we've just hit a new all-time record high for hotel prices in Manhattan. I think $419 is the average. So obviously, most things will probably be significantly more. Like this one that we're walking past, which is the Plaza. You can probably expect, $1,000 plus a night. Also this building in the distance, which is 1 Central Park West, which is the Trump International Hotel and Tower. That's, $1,000 plus a night. New York is definitely an expensive city. Douglas, good to see you. Hope you've had a good holiday. I think once we kind of get through this crowd here, you can be able to see a little bit more of the new developments on Central Park West. A lot of the new Extel developments. Top Cats is a... What part of Brooklyn? There's a lot of really nice neighborhoods in Brooklyn. I think probably one of my favorites is Brooklyn Heights. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? Cheers to you as we stroll down Central Park South. It's kind of a nice walk. I mean, the weather is beautiful. Couldn't ask for better weather in New York. I mean, look at that sky. Blue skies. The only downside is that tonight, supposedly it's going to be pouring, raining right as the ball's going to drop. This is the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. Now, this is also the residences at Ritz-Carlton. Not this store, but just the one off to the right. The address is 50 Central Park South. So if you want to buy a unit inside the Ritz-Carlton Central Park, this is where you would go. Hello, Mate 2008. What's going on? In West 57th Street, the skinniest residential tower on New York City's billionaire. I think we may get some buffering today, obviously due to all of the people in the crowds.
Where's Stephanie?
Hey, what's up, Dale? Good to see you. Oh, is that right? Someone says it's available free with Spotify? I didn't know that. Very cool. All right, I think we should be back. Has the buffering ceased? I tried to put us on airplane mode a little bit and then quickly take us off.
Go, please.
This is now Alwyn Court. All right, hopefully as we get away from Midtown, it should get a little better. We'll see. Hey, James Tropicals. Good to see you. See, they have everything blocked off all the way here at 57th Street, too. Pretty crazy. They have these massive sanitation vehicles. And as always, lots of NYPD presence. .432 Park Avenue. Ollie, what's going on? Happy New Year to you. Let's go over one more. Maybe if we go to 8th Avenue again and walk over, we'll kind of be able to get a better view. Hank P, what's going on? We're coming up on the Nordstrom building, Central Park Tower. There definitely seems to be a ton of people here. It's usually not this crowded on 57th, especially not all the way down here. I'm tempted to go down Broadway, but we'll see. Lizzie says Happy New Year, everybody. Stuck at work right now, but only an hour left. Very, very cool. Going to your neighborhood bar to celebrate. Well, wishing you a very, very happy New Year. This is the tallest building on New York City's Billionaires Row. This is 217 West 57th Street, or Central Park Tower. The developer is Extel. Hey, the Mighty Bull, thank you so much for your $10 donation. It says Happy New Year, great 2024, and good luck in 2025. Appreciate it. Thanks for your support, the Mighty Bull. And wishing you a wonderful New Year as well. As always, very, very optimistic for 2025. This is now crossing Broadway. If you look up, this will take you directly into Columbus Circle. So you see 1 Central Park West, 15 Central Park West, and Central Park. Wow, they even have, you can't even walk down Broadway. I think they're closing things down a little bit earlier than last year. I remember last year we were able to go all the way down Broadway. Looks like this year they have the entire perimeter closed down. Let's go down 8th Avenue and see what's up down there. Hey, Lena Sandoval, Happy New Year's Eve. This is now the corner of 57th Street and 8th Avenue. We're going to make this left. And this will bring us down like by the Port Authority bus terminal down near 42nd Street. I'm not too sure what time they're going to stop running the trains. I remember last year, I believe maybe 2 or 3 hours before the ball drop, they stopped running the subway to Times Square. They were diverting all traffic away from Times Square. Hey, Professor Dario. Happy New Year to you. I'm glad you were able to join a little bit before you head out. It's a beautiful day in New York City. The sun is out. It's about 50 degrees. Blue skies looking right into time, or I should say Columbus Circle. And this is a shot looking all the way down 8th Avenue into Times Square. But look at the crowds on the other side. Huge crowds. And a lot of traffic too on 57th Street, mainly because everything is diverted. So we'll wait for one more light and then we'll kind of head down that way. Ooh, I could tell it's going to be really, really busy down there. But while we wait, this is a good view overlooking the east side of Manhattan. And you can see 432 Park Avenue. That's where we started the live stream. George, what's going on? Yeah, we'll be live today. We're live right now. So we're hanging out. I kind of ducked out of the office, so I'm just going to be hanging out today, kind of enjoying the city, looking at, all the atmosphere, I guess. Happy New Year to you. The ABX girl is here. Hopefully you're doing well from the Bronx. Michelle says, Tom, are you going to be live tonight? Yeah, I mean, we'll be on. We're live right now. We'll, probably go as long as we can. And we'll definitely be on right around midnight. Hopefully you're having a good New Year's Eve. Wow, this is another checkpoint here. This is West 56th Street. They're not even letting people down 56th Street. Pretty crazy.
Gotta move the car, Monday. Can't park over there.
I'm curious to see as we get closer down to, 34th Street, Broadway, Herald Square, if things are going to be kind of shut down over there too. Because that's where we usually stand to watch the ball drop every year, right around there. So we'll see. Kathy R. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Reggie 44. DC is here. I see Larry. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. All right, this is now West 55th Street. We'll kind of pull off to the side again. Here's another one of those security checkpoints. I'm sure every single cross street's going to have one of these. You can see everything's barricaded with the sanitation vehicles. JV, Happy New Year. Stan Harbor, Happy New Year to you. You could see the soup kitchen. That's actually the original soup kitchen from Seinfeld. I'm sure many of you are familiar with that. It looks closed today, but I've been there a few times. It's pretty good. Bree Grams, what's going on? Sophie M. Happy New Year from New York City. Pinheads, welcome. We'll continue on down. Pix Post says, hey buddy, Happy New Year. Love from India. Good to see all of our Indian viewers. Wishing you all the best in 2025. Wow, look at the Chick-fil-A here. Pretty busy. Prince Jav says Happy New Year from Jamaica. Happy New Year to you too. How's the weather in Jamaica?
Happy New Year.
Lizzie says, Tom, what are you going to do for the ball drop this year? I'm probably going to just be streaming around, just walking around the city, hanging out. Try to do the similar thing that we did last year, but it seems as if they're closing a lot of the streets. Here's another one of the NYPD security checkpoints. Tyler says, what did you do last year? We did this. Wow. So everything is closed from 57th Street. I think they added like an additional 8 more blocks from last year. Hey, what's up, Daniel? This is now West 53rd Street and 8th Avenue. I wonder what the capacity is going to be for tonight inside Times Square. How many people do you think they let in? Sunshine after rains is very happy it's not raining. I heard it's going to rain a little bit later on tonight. It's supposed to start raining right as the ball is dropping. I took a quick look on my weather app on my phone. That building with the really, really sharp point, that's 53 West 53rd Street. That's one of the buildings on Billionaires Row. So this is totally blocked off. Once again, 53rd Street, you have the police barricades. Hey, Trinidad, what's going on? Good to see you, Trinidad. Thanks for joining us. Marty K is here. Toddy, welcome. Hello, Mate 2008 says most likely will probably be about 1 million people in Times Square. Really? 1 million? I mean, 1 million's a lot of people. I don't know about that. I was gonna guess maybe like 50,000, something like that. 60,000. I mean, a million people jammed in there. I don't think that's possible, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm very bad at guesstimating those type of things. $1 million is like a, my gosh. I mean, what's the capacity of like Giant Stadium? I know the capacity of Madison Square Garden is like what, 25,000? And that visually looks insane. But maybe you're right, who knows? All right, everybody, this is now really kind of getting into what I like to call Times Square North. This is West 52nd Street. Once again on 8th Avenue. Everything's closed. You have the NYPD floodlights. You can kind of see some of the lights in Times Square. This is like the very, very northernmost side. A lot of the NYPD barricades, as always. And here's one more quick shot looking northbound. But we're going to continue to head down towards 42nd Street, Times Square. Javier, thanks for joining us. I mean, they might as well just close down all of 8th Avenue and let us just walk in the middle of the street. This kind of is almost like a little bit of a surreal experience. Being able just to walk in the middle of the street reminds me of the pandemic. NYC native, hello. This is years ago before Times Square sectioned the people. There were more because it was just a sea of mass people, no stages, just people. Yeah, my mother was telling me the same thing today, you know, way back in the day. There was no, I mean, there was security, right? There was police officers, but there was none of these barricades. You would just kind of mosey your way over to Times Square, and that was it. You know, if you got a spot, you got a spot. I wonder what it must have been like back then. You know, in the late 70s, 80s, and 90s. But now, obviously, in the kind of new age that we live in, you need all this, really wild security. Here's one of the main checkpoints again. This is West 51st Street. Looks like the subways are closed too. I see the guy roping off the subway. We'll continue to walk in the street as long as we can. It's a little bit more peaceful walking in the middle of the street as opposed to on the sidewalk. You can see this guy selling the 2025 stuff.
Yes.
Happy New Year. Pops, as I stayed down there last time, very nice. I was just down by the Beekman Hotel not too long ago. It's nice down there, but it's windy. It's kind of down by Fulton Street, Pace University, Lower Manhattan. Hey, Joe Hernandez says Happy New Year, Tom and everybody. Thanks, Joe. Happy New Year to you and your family as well. Appreciate all the support this year. Kennedy says, hey, Tom, much love. And Happy New Year from Nigeria. Thank you so much, Kennedy. And good to see everybody from Nigeria. I know, the horns, not a real big fan of the horns. All right, so this looks like another NYPD checkpoint here. Sadie says, hey, Happy New Year, everybody. From Trinidad. Good to see you. Christian M says, Happy New Year, Tom, from Miami. Very jealous. I'll be back in Miami shortly, as soon as possible. This is the 50th Street subway station. Looks like they're about getting ready to close it. And this is World Plaza right here on 50th Street and 8th. This is a nice building. Daryl's here, Joanne. Happy New Year. Cheers. Wow. Looking down all the way down 8th Avenue, that is a crazy, crazy amount of congestion. I'm not sure if you see the lights flickering in the distance. That's probably like 42nd Street. And the crowds are pretty wild. JF says, Tom, which streets make up the area that you can't leave once you're in? I mean, it's looking like they've blocked everything off all the way up to 57th Street. But this line that you see here on 49th Street and 8th, I think this is the line to get in. And I briefly remember this from last year. Like, you could see all these crowds, which is crazy. But perhaps this is the line waiting to enter Times Square. You can see some of the people with the 2025 Planet Fitness hats on. I mean, this is I can't even tell you how many people this is. Unbelievable amount of people. JM2 is here. What's going on, JM2? This is right outside the Kipton Theta Hotel on 8th Avenue. I'm trying to listen to what this NYPD sergeant is saying. I think he's saying this is one of the places you can enter. You can see the NYPD Intelligence Division.
There's multiple entrances, so therefore they're probably entering.
I'll try to put the camera as high as I can. You guys can try to let me know what you're seeing over there. But I think this is just one of the main entrances. You just have to wait until they open it, and then you can go in.
You guys ready to go in?
Crazy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk in the street just so you guys can get a glimpse of just how long the line is here. So you can see kind of everybody waiting and like kind of pushing each other to get in. This is the end of the line. If I had to guess, as we walk down 8th Avenue, we're gonna see this line stretch all the way to 42nd Street. So let's go ahead and get started. Wow. I would say, I'm not sure if anybody is here that was watching the live stream last year, but I'll say this is probably double the amount of people this year by far. Like, and it's not even close. I mean, it's good news just for, you know, how resilient the city is. So we'll continue on down and we'll follow the line. We'll see who's last in line. You can see the doorman for the hotel kind of merging that gap. Hey, Matthew's here. What's up, Matthew? Welcome to New York City on New Year's Eve. Line is still going too. We're now just coming up on the corner of West 48th Street. This is the main FDNY firehouse. Engine 45, Ladder 4, Battalion 9, right here on the corner of 48th and 8th.
Ciao.
Ciao. Looks like they're letting some folks in here. A little bit. So here's what we'll do. We'll walk all the way down until we can go cross town, and then we'll walk up the other side, and we'll complete the loop at 57th Street just to kind of see the entire perimeter. But Sarah says, what if you live there? You would just tell, I guess, just show the officer your ID. That's what I had to do when there was the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. and I lived at Central Park South, you would just show them your ID. I wonder where these people get the 2025 Planet Fitness hats. Do you guys see that? There's a few gentlemen in the line that are wearing the iconic Planet Fitness New Year's Eve hats. This gentleman has one too. I wonder where they give them out. I kind of want one. I found one on the floor after the ball drop last year, and I have it at my house. I kind of want one for 2025. What's up, Cosmo? Hopefully you're having a good New Year's Eve. Okay, we're now coming up on 47th Street, 47. Wow, lots of people want to get in. Look at all the police officers all the way down there. And look at this huge conglomerate of police officers here. There must be like 50 or more NYPD officers. RJ is joining us from Colorado. Hello, RJ. I think this is a better idea. Try to go in the street. Wow, if it's this packed right now, I can only imagine what it's going to be like closer to midnight. But anyway, it is New Year's Eve, so let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I think that'd be fun just to kind of see the diversity of the audience and say hello to everybody all over the United States and the world. So put your country or your state where you are. Little Fire says from Georgia. Love that. Western Mass Dave, cheers. Jack Jackson, Irvine, California. Amanda, Brooklyn, New York. Rock Island, Tennessee. I see Ohio, Mexico. Joyful One says Queens, New York. The Inkwell, Florida. Storm and Heels says Happy New Year from Algeria. Love that. Armando says Arizona. Lots of Arizona. Corey says Texas. Shannon says Atlanta, Georgia. Connie Ruiz, Mexico City. Noodles says Long Island. Professor Darío, Argentina. Love that. I see some Nebraska. That's very cool. Here's some of the people with the hats. Albany, New York, I see. São Paulo, Brazil. I really want to go to Brazil, by the way. Cosmo says you're going in at midnight. Probably not. I just don't know if I want to stand in the crowd. It's the only thing.
Go 2 blocks down to 6th Ave, and then come down to 47th Street.
I see Buffalo, New York.
You show them that, and they'll know where it is. It's between 6th and 7th.
Treasure Island, Florida.
We can't let people cross through Times Square, so it's better to go do it.
All right, once we get a hole here, I'm gonna head out. Andy, what's going on from Korea? Pego Payo. All right, let's get out of the crowd.
43 Street, say it if I can.
Francis is from Singapore. That's on my bucket list for 2025. I really want to go to Singapore. We'll see if it ever happens. All right, so that is, I'll kind of try to give you more of an aerial view. But the line's pretty much stretched all the way from, where were we, everybody? Maybe 55th Street, I think? Well, from 55th Street to 46th Street, this has been a pretty long line. Ronaldo is here from Sao Paulo, Brazil. What's going on? Theodore Zias is from Birmingham, Alabama. Love that. Reggie 44. Let's continue to walk down. This is the construction site of the Torch Building, actually. I know the city kind of looks a little bit different during the daytime. These are those two beautiful holdout buildings, which is like an Irish pub, which is pretty cool. I'll do one more kind of panoramic shot of the line. Tom Wilson, this is Bluffington, South Carolina. Thanks for joining, Tom, and welcome to New York City. Omar says, hey Tom, Omar from the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Love that. I used to work on 83rd Street between Amsterdam and Columbus. Sean Alexander says, man, what a stellar year for stocks. It's been a big blessing. We're going to have 2 back-to-back years of 20% returns for the S&P 500. Wow. Guys, look at that. We're coming up on the Row Hotel. Now, the Row NYC is one of the city's biggest and largest migrant centers. And here's another one of those checkpoints. You see the New York City sanitation vehicle here. And you could see a little bit into Times Square. I'll try to zoom in for the audience. These are a lot of the off-Broadway shows. Teresa Diaz is here from California, one of the great states in the U.S. Dan Wu is here from Schenectady, New York. I've been to Schenectady a few times. I liked it. Another neighborhood in upstate New York which I like is Skaneateles, New York, which is way upstate, but it has one of the cleanest lakes in the entire world, Skaneateles Lake. Not sure if anybody is joining us from up there in central New York. But Schenectady is a nice town. All right, one more panoramic shot of the line. Now, again, for context, if you're just joining us, this line is to get into the main Times Square area where the ball is going to drop. And we've been following this line quite literally since about 55th Street For context, we're in between 45th and 44th Street on 8th Avenue. So, looks like these individuals are going to be waiting quite some time to get in. So, best of luck to them. Tamika, this is Greenwood, South Carolina. Love that. Lots of viewers from the Carolinas. Steve says, I live 20 minutes from Skaneateles, New York. Steve, you got any snow up there or what? What do we got going on? I know that Buffalo, I know we have a few viewers from Buffalo, and apparently there's going to be a massive snowstorm, like a big lake effect snowstorm in Buffalo. All right, here we are at yet another checkpoint. This is 44th Street and 8th Avenue. And I see Jeff from Southern Tier, New York. What's up, Jeff? Trust you're well. Hopefully you're feeling good today. You have a lot of energy. Pineapple water, welcome. I think we got to move out of the way. This NYPD vehicle is trying to get by. Wow, let me try to zoom in just so you can see the line. If you look closely, it's just like a sea of people going all the way up. Law says, thanks for the live stream, Tom. Happy New Year from Alberta, Canada. Love that. Good to see all of our Canadian viewers. Here you have one of the NYPD Emergency Service Unit vehicles coming in. Sarah says, how do you even use the train? I think they close it down. The train ceases to run. I forget exactly what time, but they divert the trains away to Times Square. So you will not be able to take the train to Times Square, at least until after the ball drops. All right, let's keep walking. What do you guys say? We'll try to go all the way to 42nd Street. I see Trade Brigade in the audience. What's up, Trade Brigade? We're checking out just the unbelievable lines here. This is the line to get into Times Square, and it goes all the way up to about 57th Street. It's pretty crazy. But the good thing is it's not snowing and it's not raining. So, Trade Brigade. I was in the office watching this really good Dan Loeb interview. I'm going to have to message it to you on X when I get back to the office. It was really, really good. All about how he started his firm. Very cool. Talked a little bit about his time at Jeffries. I never knew that Dan Loeb's family, or I think his, I forget what he said, but he's one of the heirs to the Mattel fortune. I never knew that. If you look up Daniel S. Loeb and then Mattel, you'll see the story about it. I had no idea. Anyway, this is the Westin, New York. And we are very, very, very close now to the Port Authority bus terminal. Paris and Seoul says Happy New Year. I was watching the New Year's Eve celebration from Seoul, Korea. They were lighting off fireworks on the top of the Lotte Tower, which was pretty cool. Crossfire says great camera on. Watching you from Germany. Well, Happy New Year, everybody from Germany. I played soccer with this kid from Germany in college. We recruited him to come to the U.S. I think he was from Munich. Hey, thank you so much from Switzerland, Eddie. Appreciate you and your support. This is Happy New Year, Thomas, and all others. Greetings from Switzerland. Switzerland's another place I'd really like to visit, but thanks for your support. Thanks for your donation. And hopefully you've enjoyed the live streams this year. This is looking northbound where we were walking from. All right, this is 42nd Street. So this is 8th Avenue and 42nd. Trade Brigades is what position did I play? Well, I was a center midfielder. But there was a lot of really, really good center midfielders on the team. So I didn't really get much playing time at center mid, so I played left back because I got more playing time. That's usually how it happens. Like those very popular positions, particularly like a primary driver of the game, like a center midfielder, there's a lot of talent to choose from at that position. So if you want to play a lot, maybe you have to fall back to another position. But it was a good time. It was really fun. That's one thing I'd say I took away from college, which was the best experience. If you can play a sport in college, I would say 100% do it. Just the camaraderie that you build with your teammates. And it also looks really good on a resume, just to play any type of collegiate sport. Even if you don't play, you know, if you just sit on the bench, it's really, really fun. All right, well, this is now the Port Authority bus terminal. I think I have to go around here because I think this is going to block me in. Hey, Rose says Happy New Year from New Mexico. Good to see everybody from New Mexico. Guerrero says Happy New Year's from Wales, the UK.
Come on, stop talking, come on.
Oh, nice. Pops says I'm making reservations for Carmine's on 44th right now. I will be there in 2 weeks. Carmine's is a good spot. Now, Pops, maybe look into the Carmine's on the Upper West Side. I mean, you could go to either, whatever one you want. But check it out. The Carmine's on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I think you'll like it. Oof. Hey, Cosmo Scary. Thanks. Thank you, Cosmo. This is for your next beverage. Appreciate it. Thanks for your $5 donation. Cosmo, speaking of beverages, you ever get a chance to go to that new boba place I was telling you about near Koreatown? It's called Haiti. I think you'd like that one. It's the reason why it's so popular. It's marketed as kind of all natural ingredients. There's not a lot of sugar in it. So anyway, check it out. Thanks, Cosmo. That's my new favorite boba place in the city, Haiti. There's also one in Flushing too. Joyful One says, hey, tea is so good. It's really good. It's a little expensive though, but I guess they charge more because it's like all natural ingredients. Whew. All right, let's pull over to the side. Now, if you look all the way down 41st Street, you'll see Bryant Park. That's the Stephen Schwartzman building. And it looks like here's another security checkpoint. Everything's blocked off, at least for now. And we're right outside the New York Times building. Sean Alexander says, Tom, you ever get the hot boba at Gray Street in K-Town? I haven't gotten the hot boba at Gray Street, but I go to Gray Street probably way too much. Gray Street is really, really good. I usually get the binsu, I think it's called, which is like a shaved ice Korean dessert. If you could try that, give it a try. It's called binsu.
Weed in the box, weed in the box, y'all. Smoke.
It's not something you see every day. Selling a little bit of marijuana in a pizza box. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the hecticness of New York City, feel free to leave a like on the video and click the subscribe button if you're new. If we can make a left here, let's go ahead and do that. JSNX says, Tom, how long is your stream going to be today? I'm honestly not sure. I just kind of wanted to come on just to hang out and, you know, say hello to everybody, wish everybody a happy new year, and just kind of check out the sights and sounds in New York. I mean, I'll probably be on until the phone dies, and then maybe I'll go back to the office, get some dinner, and then come back on. Just kind of be more of just a relaxed stream tonight, just to kind of hang out. But hopefully you're having a good New Year's. Now, this is the New York Times building right here. There's a company, cybersecurity enterprise software company called Datadog, ticker symbol DDOG. They also have an office in this building. That's a really good company, by the way. Sometimes I get emails about people asking for sales jobs recommendations in New York. I'd recommend Datadog. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get through here, so. The police officer said 38th Street, so let's go ahead to 38th. Eric says Datadog has amazing products, highly recommended. My biggest winner in the market, we won't make this stream too much financial focused, but back during the 2021, tech SaaS bull market, Atlassian, ticker symbol TEAM, was my biggest winner ever. I've never made more money in a stock than that. My second biggest winner was Datadog, coming out of that base. I actually applied. This was, because I spent about a decade in tech sales. I got really, really far in interviews for an enterprise account executive position at Datadog. I made it to the final round and I didn't get it. It is what it is. But those are really lucrative opportunities if you could sell enterprise software. The hierarchy of a sales organization, right? If you're selling software, if you're selling telecom, you start out as what's called a BDR or an SDR, which stands for Business Development Representative or a Sales Development Representative. Then what you want to try to do is you want to try to get promoted to an account executive, which is, you're a hunter. you're actually closing deals on your own. A BDR is like setting appointments for the account executives. But the goal is to get to enterprise sales and become an enterprise account executive, because then you're selling like multi-million-dollar software deals to Fortune 500, Fortune 50 companies. It's very lucrative. Jonathan from Florida, thank you so much for your very generous $25 donation. This is Happy New Year. Tom, all the best to you in 2025. I appreciate your support, and thank you again for your generous donation and your gift that you sent to the office. Appreciate it. When I'm back in Florida, we'll have to meet up. Maybe I'll try to meet you in the middle. I'll come up to Hollywood, Florida. All right, so let's go make a left on West 38th Street, which is right here, because this is the first street where we'll be able to bang a left, so to speak, and head cross town over to the east side to kind of check things out. So let's do that now. Oh, look at this taco spot. Los Tacos Hermanos. Asada pollo, and let's see the prices on this thing. I've actually never seen this place. The prices don't look bad either. Price is not bad. Everything was like $4 to $5. The tacos are probably small, but Sean Alexander says, do you like Los Tacos #1? Not really, and I'll tell you why. I think I mentioned this spot before. It's called Burrito Box. It's like an authentic Mexican place. There's only one location in the city, and the portions are massive. At like Los Tacos, the portions are so small, and you spend $20, and it's like you didn't eat anything. But at some of the OG, Mexican spots throughout the city, they give you so much food, and everything is like $15. It's really, really good. So check it out if you're visiting New York City. It's called Burrito Box. All right, so Heap of Earth says hello from Japan. Happy New Year to all of our Japanese viewers here. Good to see you. What's up, Matthew? Thanks for joining. Happy New Year to you. Anybody have any plans for New Year's Eve? Anybody doing anything interesting? I think I hear a police helicopter circling above. If it comes into view, I'll try to get it on camera. Here we go. NYPD helicopter. Connie Ruiz says, I wish you a happy New Year 2025. Thank you, Connie. Appreciate it. Wow, Alpha X is greetings from Sri Lanka. Thanks for joining. All right, let's try to... Here's where we came from. And now we're headed to the east side. We'll see how close we can get. And I'll show you where we usually stand. Every year we stand in the same location roughly. I think it's right on 46th Street and Broadway. That's where we usually stand, right, to see the ball drop, which we really don't get to see the ball drop. We usually just get to see the fireworks, which I was going to ask you guys about that, by the way. Are the fireworks happening or are they not happening? Because I saw some articles that they were canceled because of the drought, and then they weren't canceled, they were back on again. So I'm curious if anybody has any updates on that. But here you can see Times Square a little bit.
I'm not sure what side is going to be up there. I only know this is what here.
This is a great spot to come and watch the ball drop because you'll be able to see the fireworks, assuming there are fireworks. But I will say this, it's going to be absolutely mobbed. You're going to have to get here, I don't know, maybe 4 hours beforehand. I'll try to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what's going on up there. You can see all the lights in Times Square. Now, where we're going to walk to next is right outside of Bryant Park, Winter Village, and adjacent from the Bank of America Tower. Now, the reason why I want to take you over there is because if you stand on that corner, you're going to be able to see the ball. However, it may be just so crowded that we won't be able to get there. But since it's early, we do have a shot. So I'll take you there right now. We're going to go to 42nd Street and Avenue of the Americas. You stand right on that corner by Bryant Park, Winter Village. You'll see Salesforce Tower across the street, and you'll see Bank of America Tower. Salesforce is enterprise software SaaS company. CEO and founder Mark Benioff, really good guy. And then obviously Bank of America, CEO Brian Moynihan. This looks like a nice restaurant and bar. Beaker says, "You're so positive. I'm a first-time viewer. Thanks so much for being here. I think you're going to like New York, you know. Oftentimes New York can get the wrong impression, but I think the energy of the city tonight is really going to bring out the best in it, and hopefully you all enjoy it." All right, this is where we usually stand every year. So if you've been tuning into the broadcast for the last 2 years, we stand right on that corner by the Nathan's hot dog guy. And this is where we kind of try to get a glimpse, because you can see a little bit of one Times Square, but you won't be able to see the ball. You'll just be able to see the fireworks. You'll see when we're live tonight, this is going to be so crowded here, you really won't even be able to move. You know, maybe if we just scoot all the way over here, just for some context. So the ball is on top of this building right here, but it's blocked by the other building to the left. If you were to keep walking down Broadway, you'll run right into Herald Square where you have Macy's and all that. That's 34th Street. But again, we're going to go over one more. This is going to be Avenue of the Americas, or 6th Avenue. And we're going to go up to 42nd Street. But I mean, talk about crowded. It's going to be so crowded, it's going to be unbelievable. All right, let's bang this left. You're going to see the Bank of China to your left. January is here. So hello everybody from San Antonio, Texas. Love your New York accent. Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good New Year's Eve from Texas. And welcome to New York. Here's some NYPD officers. God bless them. Be safe out there tonight. Keeping us safe. All right, 42nd Street, Bryant Park. Now remember, if you're taking the subway into the city today, you will not be able to get off at 42nd Street. I'm not too sure what time they're going to close down the subways to 42nd, but I wouldn't even really try to go there. I would take the 7 train if you're coming from the boroughs. I would just get off at Grand Central Station. Christian Sanchez says, Tom, what is your favorite NFL team? I'm not really a big sports guy, but if I had to say, maybe the New York Giants. I would just pick any New York team. The rule of thumb with me is if a New York team is in the Super Bowl, I'm going to root for the New York team. Same thing with hockey, same thing with baseball. I would say with baseball, obviously the Yankees. But wasn't there just like a mega deal that just happened with the New York Mets? Now, the New York Mets owner is Steve Cohen from Point72 Asset Management. You know, a huge, huge titan on Wall Street. And I think he paid almost $1 billion for one player, didn't he? I don't really follow it too much, but it was on X, obviously, because Steve Cohen was involved. But that's crazy. Imagine being a baseball player getting paid $1 billion to play baseball. I mean, God bless them, right? I mean, it is a free market. If you can get $1 billion contract, God bless. All right, we'll make a left. And assuming the NYPD allows you to be here, this is really the best seat in the house. Wow, Monday says Soto is just 26 years old as well. God bless him. That's a lot of money. We're now on 41st Street. You have the Whole Foods to your left. And this is Salesforce Tower Ticker symbol CRM. Cosmo, what are you going to do tonight? Anything interesting? Anything fun and exciting? Okay, so we'll try to go over to what I'm talking about. It's this corner right here. If you stand right on 42nd Street, you'll be able to see the ball, but it's looking like it just may be too crowded, but we'll muster up the mental fortitude to charge ahead and see if we can get over there. And obviously this is Bryant Park at the Winter Village.
Yeah. What do you want? Oh, you want small? Oh.
But if you guys are enjoying the live stream tonight, feel free to leave a like on the video and click the subscribe button if you're new. Eddie, thank you so much for your donation. This is Thomas. I'm skating at Bryant Park. We'll see. There'll probably be ice skaters tonight. Wow, and there's actually not a lot of people. This is going to be the best seat in the house. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Huh, did they take it down? I don't know. Usually you can see it. It's usually up there. So we'll zoom in. So I guess they're going to raise the ball on this post and then drop it. So you can't really see it right now, but that is the ball right there. And you have Salesforce Tower. And you have Bank of America Tower right here. Bank of America Tower is one of my favorite buildings in the city. It's very, very unique. Hey, Karen, thank you so much for your very generous $20 donation. This is thank you for this channel watching from Pensacola, Florida. Happy New Year. Well, thank you very much. Happy New Year to you. But this is like the best view. If you could just stand here all night, wait till midnight, I mean, you're going to see the best view in the house. But once again, Karen, thank you for your support. Thank you for your generosity this year. And hopefully you and your family have a nice 2025. These churros smell really good, like crazy, crazy good. Let's try to cross. Oh, actually we can't. Let's see, is that gate open? No, it's not. So we have to go around the block. Now this is cool. You can see the reflection of the Empire State Building. It's going to be lit up in the multi-color confetti colors. In the meantime, I'll give you guys a good view of the Empire State Building from Bryant Park. This is my favorite color scheme of the year, and it's only up for, I think they do it for like 2 or 3 days, but this is by far my favorite color scheme on the Empire State Building. Ooh. Man, I hope everybody's all right. I think somebody got, maybe they fell down or got hurt or something. It needs to get a little darker, and then you'll be able to see it. D-Note 5 says any fire damage left over. You know, I don't think so. That was a bummer too. The Bryant Park Winter Village unfortunately caught fire. All right, here we have a good view of the Empire State Building. Alpha X, can't believe 2025 is already here. Yeah, we made it to another year. You know, at least we made it, right? I mean, think about all the craziness of the election year. We're finally in the rearview mirror, onward and upward, as I say. Oops, sorry. Gotta hold up. Once we get the A-OK from this police officer, we'll be on our way across the street. Because I want to cross the street and go up 6th just to make that complete loop and see what's going on up there. All right, we're good. Now, sometimes the internet gets a little bit sketchy on the west side, or no, on the east side. So if that's the case, we'll just have to navigate back over on the other side. But I really want to show you guys when they raise the ball up so you can see it. I just want to get one shot of that. So maybe we'll mosey around here for a little bit longer. Sue Rollins is here, says Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Cheers. Thank you, Sue. Now, this is a really, really unique view here for those of you who are new. If you see that building in the distance, very, very skinny. That's the skinniest residential apartment building in the entire world. It's Steinway Tower. And there's only about 60 units in the entire building. And it's on 57th Street, and it makes up what you would call Billionaires Row. All right, 43rd Street. Here you can see in the Times Square a little bit. Hey, this is what are your plans for midnight? Hopefully be just broadcasting live. This building is 1 Vanderbilt. All right, let's continue up a little bit. Oh, I don't think you're allowed to ride your bikes here, I guess. Hey, American Creed 1776. Tom, thanks for all the 2024 streams. Looking forward to more in 2025. Same here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Oh, I think Professor Dario is still in the audience. Here's Steinway. Let's see if we can navigate over there, and we'll go to the Steinway building and we'll check out some of the pianos. But looking north, you can see Radio City Music Hall. That'll be Rockefeller Center. All that stuff. Hey, I see Hang with Mark Mom. What's up? Good to see you, and thank you for joining. And have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Sunshine NYC says, do you have a press pass? I don't have a press pass. I applied for one, but they denied us, guys. They denied your boy. We were not worthy for a New York City press pass. But it's all right. It ain't nothing but a thing. Ain't nothing but a thing. All right, so I think we could cross here. Okay, let's cross the street. You know what? I was mistaken. I don't think we're allowed to cross here. I think we have to go up one more. So let's go ahead and do that. So there's two lines. One on the west side, which we saw. This is the line on the east side. Excuse me. You can see some of the lights. If you guys remember the live stream from last night, we were looking at all the audio visual setup. Ryan Seacrest was doing his thing. Right there, you'll see some of the lights moving back and forth on the Hard Rock. That's kind of where the main stage is right there. I'm sure the food vendor guys are going to do really well tonight. Sue Rollins says thanks to all the police, EMS, and fire departments keeping New York safe. Absolutely, agreed. I'm sure that Papa Smurf, the OG, is probably working tonight. He's been a long-time viewer, also in the FDNY. He's probably busy tonight. All right, let's review here, everybody. Here's the main access points. So for access to restaurants, hotels on the west side of 6th Avenue, cross over at 41st Street, 44th, 47th, 50th, 54th, and 57th. Well, we're definitely not going up to 57. This is my old office here. 1166 Avenue of the Americas. Wow. It looks like they closed down all of 6th Avenue. This is kind of a cool shot looking up. Very Gotham City-esque.
You go that way or that way?
Maybe we'll go back on the west side because I think there's just going to be too much. Someone's asking who the host is. I think it's Ryan Seacrest because last night we were looking at him doing the teleprompter stuff. So I think he's the host of the Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Spencer says, Tom, I'm glad you're spending New Year's Eve in New York instead of Miami. Yeah, generally speaking, I'll always spend the holidays in New York as opposed to Miami. I just like the holidays better. You know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve is much better in New York, I think. And then once it gets freezing, we'll go ahead and hibernate down there in Miami. Oh, that's right. Cosmo. I believe it's going to start raining right as the ball is going to drop. Well, fingers crossed there's no rain. Dominique says New York is amazing for the holidays. There's no city to be like New York City. No place to be like New York City for the holidays. To the left is the News Corporation building. This is 47th Street and 6th. This is where they film, you know, Fox News, also Investors Business Daily, Barron's, Wall Street Journal. That's all in this building right here. You can see the Christmas tree, and this is also the official start of New York City's Diamond District. You could always tell it's the Diamond District if you just look at these right here. You'll see those two diamond lamps.
Hey!
Okay, let's head downtown and we'll head over to the west side because I think the internet's going to be a little bit difficult. How are we doing with the internet? I think we're buffering a little bit. Okay. I think we should be a little bit better. I just put on the airplane mode. The line's crazy long on this side too. Whew. What a crowd. Here's another checkpoint. Wow, crazy, crazy amount of people. I don't think I've ever seen this many people for New Year's Eve. Here's Steinway and Sons. Cool view of the Empire. TC, what's going on? Thanks so much for joining us. We're just kind of checking out the crowds here on New Year's Eve. Let's head back down to 36th Street and we'll head over. Timothy James, good to see you. Andrew, this is 42nd Street. Beautiful night, pretty warm.
Psychologically and emotionally. Why the fuck is that?
All right, so this is 42nd Street.
I do it on purpose.
All right, so here we are, 42nd Street. That's where they're going to drop the ball, but they have to raise it up first. Oh, this is a good view of the color scheme on the Empire. This is the New Year's Eve color scheme for the Empire State Building. Willie, what's going on? Thanks so much.
Espera. I was talking with
I'm almost wondering if we should hang out here for a little bit, because I'll zoom in quite literally right here, everybody. This post is where they're going to drop the ball. This is the very, very top of 1 Times Square, but they have to raise the ball up. Hey, BK, what's going on? Thanks for joining. And it's actually not that crowded here, so it's quite nice, actually. Hey, Charlie, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying kind of seeing the outskirts of the ball drop. This is what it's like on the kind of the outskirts of Times Square. Joe, Kansas is Happy New Year to all. Thank you, Joe. Happy New Year to you too. Trust you're doing well. Daytona Gal is here. I think they're getting ready to bring somebody in here. They're kind of parting the seas, so to speak. Let's see who's coming in. Maybe it's some sort of... Sometimes they bring in the musical guests through this way. All right, let's go back down and see Times Square from the other angle, and then maybe we'll come back here momentarily. Dale says, what is the cross street? Well, it was 42nd Street and 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas. So we'll go down to 46th, and then we'll walk over. And then maybe we'll be able to see a few other interesting things from all the way down there. 66 is Happy New Year from the UK. Happy New Year, everybody from the United Kingdom. Hey, Ryan, thank you so much for your $2.79 CAD donation. Greetings from Jeremiah. Thank you so much, Jeremiah. Cheers. And here you can see the Bryant Park Winter Village. All right, let's make a go for it.
What if you want to go to a hotel? There's a hotel we want to
Are you okay? Put that jacket on. You go. What?
JT, are we letting people to Whole Food? It's closed. No, it's closed. Oh, it's closed.
Kalani, hold.
Whole Foods is closed. Imagine how many questions these NYPD officers are fielding tonight. Like 80 million questions, 80 million different stories. Let me in for this reason, that reason, this, that, and the third. God bless him, must be a lot to deal with. All right, so we're going to head over to the west side and we'll check out 8th Avenue. I'm curious to see if the lines have died down at all on 8th. We'll see. I don't even know what time it is. It feels like it's 11 o'clock at night, but it's probably only like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining. Happy New Year to you and your families, and wishing you all the best for 2025. If you're enjoying the stream, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. We do these live streams pretty much every day here in New York City. This is the Bank of China. Wow, look at that. That's an awesome view. Linda says, love your stream. Thank you, Linda. Western Mass Dave's is incredible Empire State Building. It really is. That's my favorite color scheme of the year, that and Christmas. Also 4th of July, lit up in red, white, and blue. Now, it's so clear, for those of you who are new to the stream, it's so clear tonight, if I zoom in, you could see all the way to the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan. You can see the spire of One World Trade Center, which is the Freedom Tower. That is the site where the former World Trade Center stood. Cantor Fitzgerald used to occupy some of the top floors of the World Trade Center. And now Howard Lutnick is part of the new administration's transition team. Sean Alexander says, Tom, did you ever see the former World Trade Center in person? Yes, I have, but I was just too young to really remember it, you know what I mean? Like, to that extent. I was just too young. Because I mean, how old was I when in 2001? Like 5 or 6 years old? You know, I was born in 1995. So it's like brief memories of the Trade Center. All right, let's bang this right on 38th Street. Rock and Roller Man is here. Cheers. Thanks so much for joining. Wishing you and your family a happy new year. Gamer28 says, I love New York as a native New Yorker. Thank you for the live stream. Power20 says, I was born in 1994. Love it. Love it, love it. I really like how they close down the streets here. Just give me 1 second. Stephanie says 1998 here. Got a lot of 90s kids, mid to late 90s. That's solid. I think the 90s were a great time period in America. Would you guys agree? I mean, obviously I was just a baby, but looking back on like old videos, I feel as if the 90s were a pretty chill time in American history. All right, this is probably going to be our spot, looking right into Times Square. Jake's 90s rocks. This looks like where we'll probably stand if we can get a good spot. Maybe we'll stand here and watch the ball drop. You'll be able to see the fireworks from here. Matthews grew up in Pittsburgh in the 70s. I have a lot of friends from Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania now is becoming a little bit of a boom town. You know, there's a lot of, really nice and affordable parts of Pittsburgh, and there's actually been a little bit of a resurgence in business and in tech startup culture in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I think Mark Cuban is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I believe. Thomas Uckland. This is the 80s for sure. For sure. 1980s was like disco stuff, right? Or was that the 70s? I think the 1980s were disco stuff, I think. Wow, Alan says, Tom, unsure the details, but it was just announced on X that X is launching a payment system called X Payments. Wow, that's huge news. That's amazing, amazing news. So just to the left of the H&M building is One Times Square. Oh, I thought that was maybe the reflection of the ball, but I think that's just the lights. Hey, middle-aged grind. Happy New Year's Eve. All right, headed back over to 8th Avenue and we'll make a right and we will head up. Katie Summers is my friend Ty Smith. Lived in Pittsburgh. He usually goes to the Roberto Clemente exhibit. Hey, Ren 1018, what's up? Thanks so much for joining. Ooh, let me try to fix the chat. Alright, I think we are a little bit better. Good again, we'll see. So let's go to 8th Avenue and we will make a right. We'll try to get away from the music. Not a huge fan of the music. Frank Sinatra is great and all, but not a big fan of the...
This actually was crazy.
This is another pretty good spot. You'll be able to see the fireworks at least. NJ17, what's going on? Cheers. Hope you're doing well. Western Mass Dave. I am a Rat Pack guy. I was watching some of those old, Dean Martin videos, Sammy Davis Jr., all that good stuff. All right, let's get away from the music and we'll make our way over to 8th. Allen's is the Times Square webcam shows they just let the people in. Very cool. So maybe the line will be moving a little bit. We'll see. We'll make this right. And we will check it out. We have one more avenue to go over. Ooh, a lot quieter over here, that is for sure. Chrome Entertainment, thanks for joining us, appreciate it. Hey, Maria O'Connor, thank you so much for your kind donation. Just thank you for the walkabout. Happy New Year from Trey and Kerry from Ireland. Or was it the name of a town in Ireland? Apologies for my mispronunciation. But I have ancestors from County Mayo, Ireland. Not sure if you're familiar with that, but County Mayo. Hopefully you guys are doing well in Ireland. God bless and Happy New Year. And thank you for your support and your donation. Appreciate it. Oh, Maria O'Connor's is my brother-in-law's from Mayo. Very cool. Small world. Very, very small world. I'm that very classic Irish, Italian, New York mix, I should say. Hang with Mark Mom, welcome. Hope you and your family are having a good holiday season. This is that taco place again. This place looks great. I'm gonna have to remember to try this place out. Tyra says, Happy New Year, Tom, from Atlanta, Georgia. Love Atlanta. I have a good buddy who lives in Atlanta. Apparently there's a huge Korean population in Atlanta, Georgia, like a massive, massive Korean population. My good buddy is from Korea, from Seoul. He's an engineer, and he lives in this Korean community in Atlanta. Never knew that. All right, the beautiful Port Authority bus terminal. Can't get better than that. THT dude, happy birthday, Lamont. Wow, what a day to have a birthday, right? On New Year's Eve. Very cool. All right, let's get away from... Wow, John says Applebee's charges $850 for a table for two in Times Square. Yikes. That's pretty crazy. This Upside Pizza place is supposed to be pretty good. Wow, Hang with Mark Mom says, Tom, I did over 10 years commuting into the Port Authority bus terminal. Well, you definitely earned your retirement there. You've earned your stripes, so to speak. It's hard for me to last 10 minutes, let alone 10 years. So God bless. Here's another NYPD checkpoint here. I think we can walk in the middle of the street because the good old New York City Police Department has closed it down, which is kind of nice. This is a cool experience, being able to walk in the middle of the street like this. Well, Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. For those of you who are just joining, we're checking out 8th Avenue on the outskirts of Times Square, checking out the crowds, the security, kind of hanging out. And New York City is rocking tonight. I'm enjoying just being a spectator, seeing everybody walking around, people watching. Oh, this is that Jollibee. This is a second location. They have their main location right in Times Square. I think this is from the Philippines, if we have any people from the Philippines here. Wow, Mothman says I work right next to Times Square. I could see the ball drop from my office. Fantastic. Oh, I think maybe they're bringing... I remember last year they brought in the musical performers in like a big bus. So maybe we'll see that. I don't know if that's it, but we'll see. I really like some of these old buildings here. This is what Times Square used to look like. What's going on, Joe C? And this building is the New York Times building. Susanna Q4, Happy New Year to you. Stay safe tonight. That goes for everybody. Let's just say enjoy New Year's Eve responsibly. And we're coming up on Times Square now. This is going to be the crossroads of 42nd Street and 8th Avenue. And this is the Port Authority bus terminal. Here's the New York Times. This is looking southbound.
I got a good picture.
Jan says New Year's Eve greetings from Sweden. Ooh, it looks like they just closed off this area. Look at this big NYPD tactical emergency service unit vehicle. That's a sick truck. Look at that. What time is it by chance? Hey, Dan Sang, Happy New Year to you. Says, any plans for tonight? These are my plans, just kind of hanging out with you guys. Kicking it in New York. Kind of enjoying the scenery. But wishing you a Happy New Year. What about you? Any plans? You going anywhere? You coming to the city? Wow, and it's only 5:30? Hey, New England Crypto, what is up? Happy New Year to you and your family. Hopefully you're doing well. I think we just missed the cutoff. I wonder how I'm going to get back to the office. Maybe we'll have to go this way and around. All right, let's do it. We'll wait in the line. At least I think we're allowed to go this way. Oh, Maron. Lots of people.
We can't even get to the other side of the street now.
It's actually not too bad. Traffic is flowing as it should. I think they're just blocking off the entrance to the Port Authority, maybe to put like some police vehicles and stuff, because this is the main entrance to the Port Authority. So they're probably going to start to bring in, you know, surveillance vehicles, things like that. Hey, Jonathan Richards, thanks so much for joining. Happy New Year to you. Christy Ponce, Austin City Limits, Happy New Year. God bless. And thanks for watching in 2024. Kind of getting hungry a little bit. Maybe I'll go eat dinner later. Maybe in like an hour or so. Tug Carter is joining us. Happy New Year, and hopefully you've had a good holiday season. All right, here we are at 42nd Street. This is 42nd Street and 8th Avenue. And the crowds are pretty big. Western Mass Dave says, what's for dinner? I'm not too sure. I usually, well, that's a lie. Usually I go to Luke's Lobsters on Christmas Eve, but I didn't do that this year, so maybe I'll go to Luke's Lobsters if it's even open. If not, I'll probably just have whatever's open. Joseph says, from Denver, happy 2025. Good to see everybody from Denver. Everglades 73 says, happy New Year from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Good to see everybody from Wisconsin. God bless. Thanks for joining. And welcome to New York City's Times Square, on the outskirts of Times Square. Again, 8th Avenue and 42nd Street is where we are right now. And we're going to continue to head uptown as far as we can. But this is, you know, if you look, you know, dead center, you can see Times Square. Like the AMC, the Regal, a lot of the... It's hard to imagine it's going to rain tonight, but it is. Oops, we have the FDNY trying to get through. So we'll wait until we...
Really? Yeah, all day to do that.
Whew, getting a little claustrophobic here.
No, he said $20. He said $20. Okay, he said $5. Okay, I'm hearing wrong shit. That he got $5 and $20. It just sound like me. Okay, he's moving his car. We gotta move. Yeah, move.
I'm not gonna be there.
For what?
All right, I think they're almost done doing the shuffle here, and then we should be home free. Whew, all right. Oh, they have the Planet Fitness hats. Love those hats. Do-do-do-do.
Hey, what's the hold on? It help you understand.
All right, gonna stand over to the side, take a little bit of a breather. Wow, what a line that was, guys. Crazy line. It just kind of gives you some perspective of just how quickly the people pile up here. Summer Bridges, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Look at this guy with all those balloons. All right, let's head up. So we're going to pass the Row Hotel one more time.
Es en serio.
Hey, Emmanuel, what's up? Happy New Year to you and your family. And thanks for watching. We're now headed northbound, everybody. So this is West 43rd Street and 8th Avenue. Ooh, I hope everybody's all right. Maybe somebody fell or is dehydrated or something. Just a reminder to be safe. In the meantime, anybody doing anything interesting, fun, going to a party, something like that for New Year's? Here we have the FDNY EMTs. God bless them. Alams is watching your video from Parkchester. Thanks so much. Good to see everybody from Parkchester. Ooh, I'm on the other side of the line. Let me get on this side of the line. Sorry. Don't want anyone to think I'm taking their place in the line. I mean, to your point, I think it was Alan that said, if you look on the Times Square camera, they're letting people into Times Square. That appears to be the case because the line is moving. It's definitely moving, slowly but surely, but it is moving nonetheless. But if you guys are enjoying the stream tonight, feel free to leave a like on the video and click the subscribe button if you're new. Look at all these pizza boxes on top of here. It's like a mountain of pizza boxes. I wonder what Joe's looks like tonight. Do 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 do. So this is the front of the line, I think.
Well, I was just trying to see. I was just trying to see the number.
KK,
The number.
good to see you. Summer Bridges. We're gonna stream as long as we can. I may take like an hour break and go get something to eat. But yeah, I mean, we'll be hanging out all night. I mean, God willing. We won't be right in Times Square though. We're probably gonna hang out on the outskirts, and then we'll try to go to 42nd Street and 6th Avenue to, just hang out. But I'll show you the top of the H&M building, if you'd like. Here you see H&M. All right, let's go ahead and continue up. This is the Row Hotel. This is the largest New York City migrant center, aside from the Roosevelt Hotel, which is very close to Grand Central Station. I may have to go back to the office and get an umbrella, but I also, at the same time, don't really want to carry around the umbrella the entire night, but when it does start raining, and I do have my umbrella, I'm going to be feeling well and thanking myself for getting that umbrella. Here you can see some of the off-Broadway shows here. What do you guys think in the chat? Umbrella or no umbrella tonight? Should I get it or should I not get it? If I get it, that means you guys are going to experience my New York City office. You'll get to see my office on 57th Street, which could or could not be interesting depending on the person. These guys got QR codes on their back. Anyone want to scan it for fun? Maybe it'll tell us some interesting stuff about the ball. Dave's umbrella. Well, if Dave gives the green light on the umbrella, it looks like we're going to have to get the umbrella. This is the construction site of the Torch building by Extel. Mimi says, get it, you're going to feel miserable when it starts raining. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to have to give up some of the convenience for convenience down the line. Let's hop over the fence there. Randy says, what do we do for work? We sell very, very, very high-end luxury properties in Manhattan, and we develop buildings in New York City. You can check us out if you type !Thomas, THOMAS. It'll drop the link to my bio. You can see us at the Kirsten Jordan team at Douglas Elliman and the Colonnade Group, which is our development side of the business. Some of our projects have been 75 First Avenue, 139 East 23rd Street, and a few interesting projects in 2025. Most likely 2026, but oh wow, this is Restaurant Row, 46th Street. I don't think we're able to cross over, we'll see. $30. Did anybody get a chance to scan the QR code on their the jacket? I'm curious as to what it says. Maybe it'll tell us some interesting history about the ball. All right, I'm too curious. I got to pull off to the side.
Okay, right here.
Maybe one person could zoom in and scan on that QR code. And then just let us know. What time is it now? I think we've been streaming for almost 3 hours. So it should be, what, 5 o'clock now? Ah, 6 o'clock. Hey Kevin, what's going on? Black Porch Soap Company. Good to see you. God bless. Mark Summers is here. What's up, Mark? I'm going to try to head back to 50s, take about an hour break, and then we will be back in action. Wow, it's getting really, really packed here. I don't know. Oh, I think they're waiting for the FDNY to come by. I don't know, but Mark Summers. So I think we'll probably I'll keep the stream on until 57th Street, and then I will be back on at 7 o'clock at night, or I might just take you guys with me to the office. I got nothing else to do tonight, so I'm in no rush. Ooh, too packed, too crowded. I don't know why we're not moving. Oh, this way is closed? Oh, I don't want to wait in this line. Nope. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to wait. Excuse me, sir. Sorry about that. Oh, dodged a bullet there. I didn't know that was the line. I thought they were just waiting for the good old FDNY to get out. Hey, what's up, D? Ooh, unfortunately this guy's getting scammed. That sucks. I hope he didn't drain his account for too much. Sometimes what the people will do is they'll say, hey, we're selling tickets to Times Square to see the ball drop. And they'll print out like these fake tickets that look super real. And then they ask for your Venmo. And then they just drain your account. Damn, that sucks. They do the same thing with the Staten Island Ferry. There'll be people selling tickets to the Staten Island Ferry. And obviously the Staten Island Ferry is free, but
Please be mindful of your belongings. Please safeguard your property at all times. Please be mindful of your belongings. Please safeguard your property at all times. Please be mindful of your belongings. Please safeguard your property at all times. Please be mindful of your belongings. Please safeguard
Judy Vlogs. As if he was getting scammed, you should have helped him. I'm not Batman, and I also don't want to get a knife in my neck. And there's too many scammers out. It's like, you know, it's different animal here in New York. Ooh, looks like the line's moving. What do you guys think? You think it's worth it to go in there and watch the ball drop? Maybe it is. Sean Alexander's his best dumplings in New York City. I'd say 4, 5, 6. New Shanghai restaurant, 69 Mott Street in Chinatown. I'd say that's the best, to be honest. It also depends on what kind of dumplings you're talking about. If you're talking fried dumplings, boiled dumplings, soup dumplings, it really depends. Really depends. Someone says they just raised the ball. Copy that. Very exciting. So we'll try to navigate over to our spot when we come back around. Hey. Thomas is 2025 in Sweden. Love that. All right, so it's about 6 o'clock, right? Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. So maybe Western Mass Dave says, Tom, it looks like the heaviest rain is going to be at 11 o'clock. So you definitely have to go and get the umbrella. We'll do that. These are those two buildings on Billionaires Row, 220 Central Park South and Central Park Tower. But the internet's been pretty good. It's just the internet gets bad as you head towards 57th Street. So let's go ahead and do this, everybody. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm also going to get my umbrella. And we'll meet back here right around 7 p.m. if that sounds good. And we'll just hang out and chill all night. And we'll watch the ball drop from 42nd Street and 6th Avenue. So if you enjoyed the stream, feel free to leave a like on the video and click the subscribe button, because we will be back on at 7 p.m. I just need to get my umbrella. So Happy New Year, everybody. Be safe. enjoy the night responsibly. And if you'd like, I'll see you all right back here in an hour or so, right around 7. Take care, Happy New Year, and we will all see you soon.